McDowell's supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th, on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay By Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Another wonderful Thursday afternoon to you, everyone. It is the 4th day of the month of December 2025. I am forgetting the dates these days, Jaquan. I just have to start Monday. I just have to take Monday as my reference point, and Monday 1, 2, 3, 4, and I automatically know that it is the 4th day of the month of December 2025. This is The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon, and you just heard me reference our technical operator, Alton, Jaquan, Joseph. Hope you're having a good day so far. I don't see why not. But if it isn't so, then you gotta make it a good day because, you know, I kind of love the season, the coolness that's in the air, well, for the greater part and so on, the little showers, the light and so on. It's nice that we have pulled out of the hurricane season, the official one that is. Doesn't mean that there can't or won't be anything that can arise, you know, as a contingency, as an incidental thing that was not expected. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to remain vigilant, to keep your guard a little up, but don't let it take your joy and your happiness. We've entered into December, which is the Christmas month. There's also National Day ahead of that with all this excitement of Festival of Lights, lantern competition. I think we've brought back things like the greasy pole and the greasy pig, etc. You know what a greasy pig is, right? You know, they take a pig and they shave it. They look for a pig that's very farouche, eh? You know, one of those very skittish and to some extent feisty pigs. I don't think they go and get a kosher marron. That would be too extreme, you know, because they grow tusk and they can really tear you up when they feel cornered. But they take a pig and they shave the pig, you know. They take out every bit of hair on the pig and they grease the pig, you know, they oil it with, I don't know what kind of grease they use, if it is machine grease or whatever, and they drop it into a little pack that is specially built, and they make the pack as muddy and as slippery and as, you know, difficult for you to hold your feet in it, and you got to chase that pig inside there, and whoever can hold the pig. Now, one thing, getting a hand around the pig is one thing. Holding onto it is another. Whoever can hold the pig can have the pig. And it's a nice pig, you know. They give you a nice pig, so your pig ready for Christmas and so on. Well, that is the greasy pig. Cochon suiffé. You know, good luck to you with that. And of course, you know the greasy pole. You know, a pole that I think they polish and they varnish and they plane and they sand and they do everything, you know, and they grease it. And it has some valuable thing, you know, whether Christmas gift or present or toys or package at the top. And once you can climb there and hold on to it and untie the thing from the way they tie it, you know, the Boy Scouts method and so on, whatever is at the top of the greasy pole that you can climb, you know, like I said, a pole that is properly sanded and polished and planed and varnished and so on. Once you can climb there and get, you know, those were the fun days, and I think an effort has been made to bring them back, okay? Folks, if I were Leanna Johannes, Lady Lee, I going back to all the people I paid the money to and telling them I want a refund. You know, I want a refund. Give my money back. Because if you're all taking my money to vote for me, at least I should have done a tad, a fraction better than what it did. How was I going back? And it reminds me of a former colleague of mine back in my days with Winwood and Leeward Brewery. I happened to pass that area the other day going down to Soufresse, you know. I'll cut some time. Let me just say hail up and good afternoon to Ernest Mason. Black Boy is his nickname of Debrel Choiseul. We haven't seen for a long time, you know, but I remember Black Boy one time, you know, we're having a staff end of year staff party or Christmas party, and the place we were having it, I must say the food was really mediocre. You know, the service was, these people don't know about catering for, you know, mass events or whatever. It was really, really poor. And I remember Black Boy stayed there and he said, boy, you see that food? I ain't pay for it, but I want a refund, you know. And everybody who was within earshot burst out laughing, you know, because we're saying to ourselves, for true, that warrants a refund, you know, but it was the fact that he's saying, yeah, I may pay for it, the company pay for it, but honestly, I want a refund, and the refund for just subjecting me to that kind of bad food and so on. And I think Lady Lee should probably say to the people, you know, for that kind of result I got there, it means none of y'all people who took my money could have voted for me and I want a refund, you know. But that's just a little joke on the side. Folks, let me just throw a little tidbit for you. Julian Hunt was the MP for Grosley from 1987 to 1997. How many terms is that, Terry?
That's 10 years, 2 terms.
2 terms, all right. So a term is 5 years. So that means he did 2 terms. Are you wrong, you know, Terry? Julian Hunt was a 3-term parliamentarian. Did you ever figure out why? Tell me, Terry. If you don't know, I can't put that as a quiz. Nobody,
I don't wrap my head yet.
Nobody will win the prize, you know? Right. Julian Hunt was 3 terms. A term of parliament is not defined by time. It is defined as from the time parliament is convened to the time it is dissolved. Okay? So from a term of parliament, is the end of one parliament. Well, the beginning of one parliament to the end of that parliament is a term. Do you know that in 1987, in the space of 1 month, there were two elections? So that means parliament was dissolved and convened twice. And even if it was just a period of 30 days, that was a term. That was a term of parliament. I know you're going to find it bizarre that it was just a 30-day term, but such is the law. It was a term of parliament. And so Julian Hunt was the member of parliament from, let's say, July 1st to the 30th. And then again, after the second election, from whatever date in I'm saying July, from April, whatever, the elections were in April. And then from whatever date in May that it was reconvened, to the time that it was dissolved in 1992 for the elections of that year, which he won again. And from the time it was reconvened after that, I think in 1992 it was April 27th. And from the time that the elections, it was dissolved again for general election, that was his third term. And that's not only people like Baden Allen, who served from 1987 until he was defeated by Edward Innocent in 1992. Baden Allen was by then a two-term parliamentarian. He had served 2 terms, my friend. I know it sounds weird to you, but that short 30-day period was a term according to the constitutional requirements and the constitutional definition. They saw the dissolution of parliament, it's reconvening, it's dissolution again, and it's reconvening. Maybe 30 days, but it was a term. Now, whatever entitlements a person has to a term, a parliamentary term, I believe they would have been entitled to it in spite of the fact that it was just 30 days. But why did I mention Julian Hunt specifically? There are other people who had their terms. Mr. Evans Caldron, who was a 2-term parliamentarian from 1974 to 1979. He won again in 79, and he lost in 1982 to a man called Brian Charles. Evans Caldron was by then a 2-term parliamentarian. No matter whether 79 to 82 was 2.5 years. It was a term. Typically, it's half of the 5-year term and so on. But it's a term. There's a dissolution of parliament, a reconvening of parliament, and so on. And then Mr. Evans Caldron won again, in 1987. He won both elections. I can't remember who they threw at him, whether it was the same Brian Charles, I can't remember. But he won, and by the time he was defeated by Rufus Bousquet in 1992, that's 2 terms. He had served the 1-month term, and then he had served the 5-year term from 1987 until 1992. So there were other people who became 2-termers. What's his name? The gentleman from Ancillary Canries and so on. George Regis. George Regis won the elections in 1987. All right? Both elections in 1987. So he had already served the term. 30 days term. And then he won the second one, and he served until 1992, I think, when Ira Dovey came back again and clipped him in that election. So, just sometimes you may not think of things this way. But why am I bringing up Julian Hunt as the first point of reference? You know something about Grosile? From the time my political consciousness became sufficiently awakened around 1974 or so, only the Labour Party has had people who have won successive terms. There was 2 consecutive terms as MP in Grosile, No UWP has managed it. They maybe have managed 1 term, like Spider did 1 term, then he lost, then he came back for another term and so on, Only the Labour Party, to my recollection from 74 at least, I'm sure. Gregor Mason, I believe, won it in 74. He won it again in 79. I don't think he ran again in 1982, but if he did, he would have lost. But Gregor Mason was a 2-termer. Then after that, the Grosile seat was won by a man called Peter Phillip, from 82 to 87. And then Julian Hunt came on. He won twice in 87 until 97, where he ran as an independent and was defeated. After that, Mario Michel came and served for 2 terms from 1997 to 2006 it was. Yes, I think, yeah, Mario Michel served 2 terms from 1997 to 2006. Then Mario Michel stepped down. Julian Hunt came back for the Labour Party and was defeated by Spider Montut, who was served 2 terms, but they have not been 2 terms continuous. They have been broken, disjointed, and so on. What Emma Hippolyte has done there, I'm telling you, restores to me, not Emma Hippolyte, I mean Kenson Casimir, restores the pride, of the Labour Party as being, at least from 74, somebody tell me what it was like before that. I believe they had won it in 69, but I can't really recall who it was. Kenson Casimir has restored the very proud history of the Labour Party in Grosile as being the only party, at least from 1974, and we're talking about 50 years plus, okay? That they have been the only party to have fielded candidates that have won back-to-back terms, in Grosile. The only other people, I remember Peter Philip, 1 term and he gone, Then after that it was, we said Julian said 3 terms, it was 5 terms of Labour. 1 of Julian, 2 of Julian, 3 of Julian, 1 of Mario, 2 of Mario. That's 5 terms. Spider come 1, he gone. Emma, okay, she was gone too. Spider come back, he gone. Kenson Casimir, since Mario Michel has been the only person to have won Grosile, twice since that time. So, Kenson, big up to you. Big up to the St. Lucia Labour Party. Another place where the Labour Party has a very proud history is in Soufrière. There was a time where it was said, every election, people of Soufrière, they switch. They vote UWP this time, they vote Labour the next time. Well, Walter Francois mashed that up, Whatever you can say about him, he mashed it up. 1997, 2001, and were it not for that doctorate credentials thing, Walter looked like as an MP. He was finished as a minister, he would have gone on and on and on. But guess what? For all the scandal and all the embarrassment of Walter Francois, a man came in to replace Walter Francois called Harold Dalson. And on his first outing, he was put in opposition, Remember, he came in 2006. Labour Party lost the elections that year. Harold Dalson held that for 2 years, for 2 terms. 2 terms. Yeah. From 2006 to 2016. Tell me which flambeau have you known who has held Soufrière for more than just 1 term and then they lose in the period I'm talking about? Edward Innocent. Yeah. He came in, he defeated Braden Alley. But by 97, he was blown away, by Walter Francois. Yeah. Harold Stanislas came, he defeated Dalzo in 2016, but by 2021, he was blown away by Emma. No 1 term for Emma, that's happened to her in Grosile. She's won her 2nd term. And the Labour Party has been triumphant, has been dominant in Soufrière. So these are just some of the things that this election has signified. The Labour Party, where its feet are planted, where it has tapped and been able to engage with the popularity, the ascendant, superior, greater popularity that it enjoys with the people of St. Lucia when it plays its cards well, as indeed it has been doing under the leadership of Philip Joseph Pierre, it will be very, very difficult for that Labour Party to lose the affection of the people of St. Lucia. I just thought I had to say that. So to Emma, to Kenson, just know how special you are in the history and in the scheme of things. Terry.
Yeah, Shelton, well done. Well said. Let me piggyback on what you... let's just play a video of the festival video I sent you, video festival. About the greasy pig and stuff. Just about the what? The greasy pig and national
the greasy pig and the greasy pig.
And you'll allow me to be petty for two minutes.
Who is it? Bradley getting it this time?
No, Bradley is your history, man.
Titus getting it this time?
No, these fellas are, we have confined these fellas to the shape of, the history, put them fellas out. I just want to hail up, Lord help me. Yeah, that ambition. No. It's video festival. The one I sent you just a while ago there. I left Tommy alone. Video festival.
Poor little girl. Sorry to cause you a fright. I'm just here to tell you about Festival of Lights. Friday, December 12th. Starting at the Sab, the parade heads to the William Peter Boulevard. The police band, the masqueraders, Papa Jab and his crew, even acrobat. I will be there too. You'll see lanterns, hair bamboo bursting, a solar band and more. And Santa Claus, of course, with Christmas toys galore. Carols singing, fireworks, to be a wonder to see. And best of all, it will always be free.
Wow, I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey!
Poor little girl. Sorry to cause you a fright. I'm just here to tell you about Festival of Lights. Friday, December 12th. Starting at the Sab, the parade heads to the William Peter Boulevard. The police band, the masqueraders, Papa Jab and his crew, even acrobat. I will be there too. You'll see lanterns, hair bamboo bursting, a solar band and more. And Santa Claus, of course, with Christmas toys galore. Carols singing, fireworks, to be a wonder to see. And best of all, it will always be free.
Wow, I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey!
Yes, folks, we have to get ready for National Day activities. Elections over. I'll just have my fun for 2 minutes, but elections over. So we're getting ready for National Day. And Shelton alluded to it already. Greasy pig, greasy pole. We're getting into the activities. And we were just remarking, Shelton, this morning in my gym, the open beach, man, the guys didn't want to leave, man. I had to leave them because I have other duties. And they were so relaxed and saying how the country, as you alluded to yesterday, you know, we voted on Monday and Tuesday, we are just back to normal. It's as though, you know, we just exhaled, we did what we had to do, and everything is back to normal. So I'm happy about that. Now, from the office of the Prime Minister, he's giving you a half day tomorrow. That's the public sector workers, and he's asking the private sector maybe to, you know, organize yourselves because it's the swearing in of the Prime Minister tomorrow. So yes, you go to scroll down or up how you go in there. It's dated the 4th of December 2025. Public officers granted a half day. That's not for us, Shelton. We got to work. You understand? But the office of the public officers granted half day for Prime Minister's swearing in ceremony. Yeah, we will tune in to that. Cash Solution, the office of the Prime Minister, has approved a half day for public officers from 12 noon on Friday, 5th December 2025, in recognition of the official swearing in of the newly elected Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Honorable Philip Joseph Pierre. This gesture reflects the significance of the occasion and provides public officers with the opportunity to observe and participate in the important national event. All essential services will remain operational, and ministries and departments are expected to make the necessary arrangements to ensure continued service to the public where required. The Office of the Prime Minister encourages the private sector, where possible, to grant similar time off to employees in observance of this occasion. The government thanks all public officers for their continued dedication and invites all citizens to join in this moment of national renewal. So, public officers, you have it, half day tomorrow, as granted by the Prime Minister. Now he can do that because he's still the Prime Minister. He'll be sworn in again, but he's still the Prime Minister. He's still Prime Minister until a new Prime Minister is sworn in. So we'll be swearing in again tomorrow. I think it starts at 4 p.m. so we can all tune in. So that is going to be a great day. And I think we have a flyer for Sunday, Jaquan. We do have a flyer for Sunday. Thank you, Raleigh.
Oops.
Oh, yes. The Sunday, the 7th of December, we have the flyer. All roads. The last time we were not able to celebrate our victory. This time we will. Sunday, the 7th of December, 2025. Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. At 3 p.m. Make it a date. Make it a date. Make it a date. Let's come in here. Let's listen. DYP, I understand, will be in the yard. Pen, DYP will be holding down the fort. And we have, our We don't need to import any foreign artists. Our artists are tremendous. They are brilliant, and they'll be holding on the fort. So let's come and have a good time at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground on Sunday. Right, Shelton?
Yes, for
I
sure.
think we will all be there. That's going to be a momentous occasion. Let me get back to direct and stuff. All right, so we're doing great things and stuff. Now, just let me big up, if you don't mind, Shelton. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to be petty, and I'll tell you why, Shelton. Mean one. Shelton, I understand in this business, and I know you have gone through that before me. They will come for you, and you expect that. So I expected people to come for me. But Shelton, this fella's brought my mother into this, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man, I just didn't say anything to you. I didn't say anything. My mother is 92 years of age, you know.
What did they say? She should have known better than to bring forth a son like that.
And I mean, the kind of things these people wrote on Facebook, you know. I mean, you want to attack Terence Falana. Okay, call me names. Tell me anything at all. Call me ugly. I'll say that's debatable, you know. I can be... Call me Womie. I'll say that's not true, you know. Call me whatever you want. Bombers. Well, that one, we might have a problem there. I'll not be able to defend. But...
You might not be able to defend that.
No, not that one.
Oh,
but you see, fellas brought my mother, my brothers. They are not in that. You know, they are not in that. Thankfully, they never mentioned they mentioned my kids, you know, at an angle. But don't do that. You want to come for Terence Falana? That's fine. Come for me, because it's my head on the chopping. My head that's out there, not my family, and especially not my mother. And what y'all did, that was despicable. But I ignored it. But I'm going to laugh at your expense, because your negativity gave us votes. People were sick and tired of your negativity, gave us votes. So let me heal up, Lord help me. Meme one. You know, this was inspired by Lord help me. Lord help me gave he had a voice note. Now that was in 20. Lord help me, I'm trying to remember the date, you know. That was in 2021, yes. You gave a voice note, and we took the voice note and we did that with it. And we told the Flabos, man, your meds are available, you know, SLP cares. Tiqualopin and go Prolodol. I love it. And this time I think you did it more, because the venom, the bitterness, the bile, I can sense it. You know, you need to relax. You need to relax. You know, we had a better message. The people saw through your misinformation. You can leave it up. Your misinformation and disinformation. They realized that Philip J. Pierre, as Titus said, was steady. That's a man who is steady, a man who thinks things through, a man who has been handling the St. Lucia economy properly. You know, and you all try to paint a picture of St. Lucia that just wasn't reality. The sky was falling and all kinds of nonsense, and the people saw through that. So much so that a young guy called a talk show host and said, you and your partner were responsible for this defeat. And he cut the guy off because he could not fit. You know, Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth. The truth was hitting you in your face and you could not handle the truth. Your negativity did not work. As a people, you know, that turned people off. And if you realize, our vote tally went up by almost 5,000 votes, while yours went down. That should give you a sign to pause, man, and stop your negativity and the hate. Concentrate. You could not come with a coherent message. It was changing. And so I think you'll need some, you know, Gopeladol and Tiqualopin to calm you all down. You understand? Wishing bad for the country. And I'm not surprised, because you're tagged up with how do you call this fella? Your favorite partner, Rich Rocken, and what's the other one? Martinez. Sided with fraudsters and convicts to bring St. Lucia down, to hurt our CIP, to hurt our country. That's treasonous. So I'm not surprised you're wishing bad for the country, but the country will not, you know, no weapon formed against us will prosper. You know, there are a lot of people praying for Philip J. Pierre and his cabinet, a lot of people praying for St. Lucia, and Philip J. Pierre has already laid groundwork. It's there, the foundation has been laid. 4 years of economic growth, and we're going to continue to grow and prosper. And as we go and prosper, more benefits will redound to the citizens of this country. So your Flabos, I'll ask you all to take a chill pill. You made a cardinal out there with your negativity. your negativity. You understand? So we are not worried. We are not worried. We're going to, as Shelton and I have made a promise, that we're going to continue to keep it positive. We will highlight the good work of our government. We're going to point you in the right direction, and we're going to do that a little today. But today is my last day with Shelton on this program for the week. I'll be with him next Tuesday because the same mother you'll attack, 92 years. On Monday, the reason why I'll not be here because I'm taking her to OKU for a minor procedure and stuff. But y'all fellas were too nasty. Y'all were too, y'all were nasty. Y'all went to the gutter like what's his man? The gangster fella, yellowish gangster. Tommy, a man that was arrested. You come in and lie. I mean, is that a criteria for being? Is that a criteria for being a follower of Alan? You have to learn to lie. The police arrested you. The police put out a statement. He counted the money, almost $40,000 or more. You come in and say that was not true, fake news. Come on, man. Tommy, you need to be better than that. And you profess Christianity, and thou shalt not bear false witness, man. You shall not be telling lies. But we will not dwell on you because you're like history. Today's the last day I'm going to. I think that's the last day I'm going to spend on you guys because we have a country to run, as the Prime Minister is fond of saying. We have a country, he has a country to run, and we have his back. We are his backer, and we're going to be there holding the fort, and every good thing, we are going to highlight it, man. We're going to go on the mountaintop, and we're going to shout it out, and we're going to tell the young people, yes, you took their money, but you did not vote for them, but we're going to direct you to the youth economy. And you heard the Prime Minister say, in the new iteration, Philip JPR 2.0, he's going to double, well, not the subvention, but the money is allocated so that more young people can benefit. You know, they can turn their skills and their hobbies into entrepreneurship so that they can earn for themselves. And who knows, we may have millionaires coming out of that. So that is where we're going to point you to the positive things that we are doing. You know, the children, 5 CXCs. You understand? These guys could not respond to that. So they had to go to ad hominem attacks and calling people's names and going down into their bedroom and stuff like that. That was despicable. And you all paid dearly for it. So we're not going to let up. We're going to highlight the goodness. Tomorrow we're swearing the Honorable Philip JP, and it says next week it'll be the swearing of the ministers. The cabinet will take shape, and from there we springboard. All right?
This is the Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. We take our first break, and then when we come back, a couple more remarks, and the lines will be open to you.
Man. The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. Real Issues, 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's ginger turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th, on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains, and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains, and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild, the power to heal, the future of pain relief.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
This is The Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters, with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon, who will introduce a couple of short video clips that we want to feature at this time before we open the phone lines.
Yes, it's very satisfying. The lady who put paid to the career of Is It True? So let's hear from Lisa Jawahir, please.
To the beautiful people of Castries Southeast, thank you for your support on December 1st, 2025, by electing me as your new parliamentary representative. To my team, who sacrificed day and night, your hard work did not go unnoticed, and you achieved this victory. To the persons of the opposing side who decided to give us an opportunity, and those who were caught in the middle but made the decision for continued progress in our constituency, I say thank you. I am indeed excited. I'm elated. I'm ready to continue the mission of putting people first. But most importantly, I feel humbled by this mandate and this responsibility that you have given to me. thank you for your trust and confidence. I will not let you down. We made history in Castries Southeast. In Q2, which is the Tertiary Combined School, the area that I am from, the Labour Party has never won this department. But we won. And not only did we make history in Q2, we made history in all the other departments, in all the other polling stations in this constituency. There is no doubt that the people know what it is that they want and who they want to serve them. Thank you for your trust in my Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and our team. It was a hard fight, but we remain victorious because our mission is to continue to put you first as we move forward together. I've instructed my team to remove all of our SLP paraphernalia from the polls and throughout the constituency, because right now we want to engage in a process of healing and see how we can serve you, our supporters of the SLP, and of course supporters of the United Workers' Party and other supporters of our constituency. We must remain as one community, one Castries Southeast and one St. Lucia. Once again, thank you for your support, and I look forward to serving you over the next 5 years.
Thank you, Lisa, for putting paid to this boo-boo on our political landscape. The body politic is rid of this guy. Is it true? Can never surface again. All the bravado and the nonsense and the gutter politics. Poof! Out of here. And we appreciate that. So we're going to give you all our support. And the last one we're going to play before we open the lines is something very positive. I told you, Ancillary Canaries, that's where my grandfather is from. Those of you old enough, you know, Fell. My grandfather, my mom was born there. I spent a few summers there. And that is my roots. That's where my roots are from. So let's take in a nice little video from NSDC.
Creatives in Ancillary Canaries now have a physical location where they can hone their skills with the inaugural launching of the National Skills Development Center, NSDC Ancillary Chalet Center. NSDC's Deputy Manager Barry Paul urged residents to embrace the opportunities the newly built center will provide.
It is our goal, therefore, to awaken and nurture the innate talents, innovative spirit, and cultural vibrancy that exists within our people. Creative capital is not only about artistry and performance, it is about empowering individuals to transform their ideas into action, their skills into opportunities, and their culture into a driving force for sustainable development. Through this center, we aim to create a space where creativity meets training, where tradition meets innovation, and where community members, especially our youth, can explore their potential and chart new pathways for personal and economic growth.
Christopher Hunt was the project manager with oversight and coordination of the facility's construction.
You have performers, you have people, even the guys on the street there that are making the little jewelry and so on, and so much potential. We can use this place for so many things: weddings, school plays, concerts, calypso tents. Now we can do that, right? We can have daybreak fetes, breakfast fetes. We can use this and link it with ancillary fish fry. The possibilities are endless. And in the meantime, it also functions as a training facility.
Parliamentary Representative for Ancillary Canaries, the Honourable Wayne Girard, described the facility as a beacon of hope for generations to come.
We are not just simply opening a building. We are opening doors to opportunity, to mentorship, to creativity, and to a future where every young person in this community can stand tall, confident in their own potential. This center represents what can be achieved when a government believes in its young people and invests boldly in their dreams.
The parliamentary representative assured that the center will provide opportunities to develop skills and community spirit as a whole.
This is a safe space, a space that lifts, nurtures, and inspires. To our young people, this is your home, your launchpad, your opportunity. This is because we believe in you.
because of your talent, your energy, and your ability. Your ideas will shape the future of this country and this constituency. Let this center be a reminder that your government sees you, hears you, and is committed to working with you every step of the way.
The newly re-elected parliamentary representative also said the new center was a celebration of progress and partnership. From the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, I'm Ryan O'Brien.
The telephone numbers for the lines that are now open to you. You want to WhatsApp call us, use 487-9849, that's 758-487-9849. And you can also reach us on the landline 4533-911. Don't forget, we are open to taking WhatsApp messages in real time that you send them and we get them right away by going to the radio and TV websites. They are realfmofficial.com and mbcslu.com. You will see the WhatsApp messaging link. Click on it, the message box open, type a short message. Don't make it too long. And then hit the send button and we'll get it. We have a caller on the line already. You're on the air. Go ahead, caller.
Daniel.
Yes, you're on the air.
Et puis tout cette lycée qu'on doit overseas. Mr. Caldron Daniel.
Nous pas attendre bien. Parlez timide plus pour nous. Nous attendons bien faible, pas tellement fort. All right, forward là, moi ça c'est OK là, mais nous presque pas attendre. All right, let's take another call on the WhatsApp line. Real issues. WhatsApp caller.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon to you.
And good afternoon to all your listeners.
Yes.
Today I'm going to be raw with my politics. Shelton?
Yes.
Do you know what is to use the nuclear option in the parliament?
Well, I hope that's not literal.
No, it's not.
Okay. Tell me about.
But do you have an understanding of what it is?
Tell me about the nuclear option. It means going all out, no holds barred.
That's right.
That is exactly. There are people who have ridiculed Mr. King. There are people who have ridiculed and disrespect Mr. Frederick. Mm-hmm. They are now independent candidates and independent parliamentarians. And therefore, they are not part of the St. Lucia Labour Party team. Mm-hmm. I am now calling on them to ask the Prime Minister of St. Lucia to be, or as he is right now, that they may not consider them to be in the administration and the cabinet. What does that do? That leaves these two gentlemen in parliament not supporting the government, as the Constitution says. Therefore, one of them, whether it's Mr. Frederick or Mr. King, can put their name up to be leader of the opposition. Or the two of them together can come to an arrangement where one served for 2.5 years and the other one served for 2.5 years. What does that do? Alan Shastney now becomes a regular MP in the House of Assembly, and he will have to sit between Richard Frederick and whoever the last person the Labour Party put at the end. I want to take him down, dissect him. Let me tell you why I want that to happen. Number one, Alan Shastney moved the office of the leader of the opposition without the permission of cabinet and how you call it, the House of Assembly. He moved it without their permission. That's number one. Number two, he used a government office week to week as a campaign platform. Raw politics have no place in any government business, any government building. So he has to pay for that too. I do not think at this stage Alan should get any form of security from the state, should not get vehicles from the state, should not be able to dictate who should be the speaker, who should be the commissioner of police. So we take everything from him. That nuclear option, we must convey to Mr. King and Mr. Frederick. And this will be the downfall of Alan. We have to make him pay. We made him a neutralized citizen. He's not born in St. Lucia. He's naturalized. And he took it, and he took advantage of us. He ganged up with two criminals, Ridjock and Martinez, and he dragged St. Lucia's name through the mud. And I think it is time we make him pay. But the only two people who could make him pay at this time is Mr. King and Mr. Frederick. And I would like them to sit down between the two of them and see if that is something they would like to do.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We get the point. We get the point. But, you know, I've been hearing a lot of that thing about King and Richard put themselves on the opposition side, basically so that they can block Alan from becoming. This is would represent political betrayal.
That's right.
And it is constitutionally untenable. In the Constitution, when the Governor General appoints leader of the opposition as Prime Minister, he appoints the person who appears to him most likely to command the support of a majority of the members of the House. He appoints a leader of the opposition as the person who appears to him most likely to command the support of a majority of the members who do not support the government. Now, the moment Richard and King go and sit on the other side, they cease to become members of the government. They cease to be members of the government. They become ineligible. They cannot be ministers anymore. Essentially, they have fallen out with the government. You know, they are basically saying, we do not support the government. Now, I don't know how you can not support the government because you want to block somebody else who does not support the government. It's basically like some kind of gamesmanship to spite Alan Chastney. The Governor General can still, in his own deliberate judgment, decide that the person who most represents that set of people who do not support the government is Alan Chastney. And so the Governor General can still see through. It's not really democratic, you know, that two people say, we don't support the government, so one of us must be. The Governor General can still exercise his judgment and see that some kind of game is being played there and that it represents a constitutionally untenable, a constitutionally undesirable position. I cannot see Richard Frederick and Stephenson King having put themselves into an alliance or coalition with the government to win this thing, that just to spite Chastney, you know, that they will go and declare that they no longer support the government. The moment they do that, their ministerial offices, Philip J. don't even need to fire them from their ministerial offices. It becomes inevitable that you can't be a member of the cabinet, you cannot be a minister of government because it's called the cabinet of ministers, and you do not support the government, and you sit on the other side and hold a position. So it appears to me to be a level of pettiness that to me we should not encourage. You know, the people have spoken, and the will of God has expressed itself through the choice of the people, that they have voted Alan Chastney as the only person, you know, and Alan Chastney automatically becomes leader. It's not a matter of any vote has to become. He will and is eligible to automatically be appointed as leader of the opposition. You understand? Now, the only way they cannot be a leader of the opposition is if all the members support the government. I don't think this is the case with Chastney. Just like Ralph Gonzalez automatically became leader of the opposition, he is the opposition in the elected side of the Parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I don't know why spiting Chastney is such an important thing and whatever. 16-1 is territory that the Labour Party, to my knowledge, has never been in. It is the UWP in 1997 and now in 2025 who have found themselves in that position, let it be.
Yeah.
We have a call on the line. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Yes, hi, good day.
Good day, Mr. Solana.
Good day, my brother.
Listen, the elections are over, but some people are still trying to malign people. You know, and when people respond, they say, hey, let's forget about that, blah, blah, blah. You know, you got to stop it all together. Now, I got something that was quite disturbing from Timothy Polio's show. A young man was trying to call to make out some points about the elections. And the man told Timothy, I'm a young person. You know what Timothy told the man? I don't care if you're a young person. You understand? I don't care if you're a young person. So it's like to Timothy Polio. Once you have contending views, you care about who you are, what you are, where you come from.
Bro, let me tell you this. I don't really know where you're going with this.
Well, let me tell
hold on. This is Timothy's show. Let him run his show the way he wants. And if he's pro this or pro that, let him be pro this. To me, what this is doing is that it is draining the joy that we should feel in this emphatic, overwhelming, massive, undeniable triumph and mandate by trying to basically split hairs over what Timothy do and what Nancy Charles say over there and so on. 16-1, massive. Let's not, steal our own joy. That's what I want to tell you.
I'm not stealing the joy, you know. So I'm saying to you, young people in St. Lucia have views when it comes to the political aspect of it. All young people have views, and they can choose which side they want. You understand? But if somebody makes a contribution, you can make any other statement.
They can make their contribution elsewhere, bro. They can make their contribution on the real issues. But it's not. They can make their contribution on lunchroom. They can make their contribution. So if Timothy, is being suppressive of certain things, as is his prerogative as a talk show host, let him do it. When you come here and you bring it now, is that we're spending too much time cursing the darkness instead of lighting and protecting the flame of our own candle. And I find too soon after a general election that we, meaning you and I and Terry as comrades, that we are spending too much time and giving too much energy and oxygen to what essentially are the grieving cries of the vanquished. We should be enjoying, the fact, 4 days.
But you see, Sheldon, I'm a man. I like to cut it before before it starts to go. Now, another matter, I heard there are promissory notes given, so I'm hoping that they cash on the promissory notes. But tomorrow will be a great day for the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
He'll be sworn in, and I hope that, now I already hear some people complain about they should have a whole day. But nevertheless, it's going to be a great day tomorrow and next week. I am of the view, Sheldon, that the portfolios that these ministers had before, it should be kept because each and every one of them are doing a great job in their portfolios.
Let's not forget, the Prime Minister, he'll make his thing. Let's not forget that. Hold on, bro. Let me tell you. Let's not forget there was not a John Paul Estefan. You understand? So, who do you give? Does that mean you must give him the portfolios that Virginia had? There was no Lisa Jawahi. Does that mean we must give her? She's an expert in communications and whatever. How do you know that, the very ministry which would concern us, information and broadcasting? So there was no Kifson Charles. Hold on, bro. Sound to a show. Who say family man and chen yoti me pli cool visa. There was no Kifson Charles, So now we have to find, okay, Kifson Charles, what would be the best alignment for him and so on. So we have to look at the vibe within a realistic context. And the best person for that is Philip Joseph Pierre,
Stop second guessing.
But what I'm interested on next week is who will be the Deputy Speaker of the House.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, why you even bothered about that? I don't know.
I'm not bothered, I don't want to know who will take on that position.
Yeah, well, you just have to wait for next week.
That's right.
All right, then.
Okay. I mean, why should we be bothered and worried about those things? This Prime Minister.
That's above our pay grade.
Yeah,
let's let the Prime Minister do what he has been good so far. He has been on the ball. So let that rest.
Do we have another caller waiting? Yes. Caller, you're on the air. Real Issues.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you. Calling from Castries Central. Big up Mr. Richard Patrick, Mr. PJP, all the rest of the candidates.
Yes.
Well, I'm calling Gary Edwards. I want to give my minister a very big up, and Shannon, big up you for doing a very good, great job. We all deserve it. Without you, it would not be able to go that way. And honestly, we did what we did. We come off for the Honorable Mr. Richard Patrick, and it is what it is. Tell them to give the man a chance. They prove him wrong right now. They have to prove him right. And Castro Central will be a Dubai. Okay? Big up them. Big up everyone and all. And big up to RF. Thank you so very much, Mr. Shannon.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, Terry, I have to tell you this. Not all of them when I say that, but I find too many Labour Party people, it's like they prefer the quarrel and the arguments and the critiquing of what the opposition do. Them deriving their joy and their happiness and so on from what their own party, especially when it's in government, is doing. How long have we been critiquing Timothy Polio and Newspin? How long have we been how long have we been, basically engaging in a quarrel with them about the way they treat things? At the end of the day, for however they treated things, whatever bias we felt they had, in succession, 2021 and now, Labour Party and its supporters had done bang them off, into almost oblivion. Why we still want to be like Nukaba Biekyo, Ntrut Sayodi, no, Kodi tout pulche from opposition, Nunipuno Amasei, tout Bakayodi, Nuvle Babi and so on. Come on, man, put this away, especially Monday. It's just Monday, It's just Monday, just Monday. And after that, we have the month of Christmas and New Year and Asu Square. And then we're going into independence. And after independence, it's going to be, it's a joyful time for us and so on. Let's give ourselves some joy and not spend all this time always like we want to be in a babier with people and so on. Campaign done, election done, Let we breathe light and easy.
And let us celebrate.
Seriously.
And one of our comrades is celebrating a birthday today. Shelton, I think you're a very good friend.
Yeah.
You want to shout out?
Yeah, Angie Kedu.
Yes.
Great sister comrade from Vieux-Fort North, employed in the constituency office of Honorable Moses Jean-Baptiste, the MP for Vieux-Fort North. And she's done a wonderful job, very loyal, very faithful, very consistent person. Angie, happy birthday to you. Okay?
Correct.
Yeah.
If you like Jaime and Yadi, we could sing, but I don't think the two of us can sing.
No. I'm better those fellas. I'm not sure if you'll be a good backup.
That's the point I'm making. You know what I mean?
But for singing, gasa nakwaze se buksa pud gasa. But Yadi, I say that with a little bit of reservation. This guy is too gifted and so on as an entertainer and all that.
Happy birthday
to Angie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Angie Kedu. Yeah, man. The Reverend Deacon Bernard Haynes is on the line. We're over the time for our commercial break, I ain't letting Bernard go without taking his call. What you say, my brother?
So we can watch the record, guys, about birthday song. What the guy say on here?
What the guy say on here? Terry thought him on the off key, sir. Terry thought him on the off key, so they let me say the guy Jenna salesman, but he said bonjour, so now I chance.
Terry are up killer.
Massa.
Angie said bonjour, so Angie buy mine.
Hey, can you give me the push that Anyway, Shelton.
Yeah, man.
You were saying something there a while ago, and to be honest, I really have to reconsider me going and listen to other programs, because to be honest, if I came on that show there, and because you all sing there, I think my head kind of relaxed, but I came up there with a headache. I was just listening to Timothy on Newspin there. And not just him, there are things he allowed. I heard Rejock talking there. And you have said that before. I think this fellow should be made persona non grata in St. Lucia. That this guy should never step foot in St. Lucia, ever. Yeah. I heard Kenneth Rejock then immediately after Christopher Hand called to put fire on him. But I think the government should really make these guys persona non grata. I think they should just lock up these fellas. Because the amount of things, the amount of accusations, when that part mentioning Claudia Francis' name, I think Tim should be really sued. For the things that he allowed Rejock to be saying on the show there. Man, election is done. Why can't you just say, you know what? election done, the people spoke, they choose their government, let's all just move on. But to be allowing people to be spewing that kind of conversation, that kind of evil talk, that kind of disrespect on your station, no man, we can't, certain hours, something needs to be done. We can't allow that to go on like that. We cannot allow that to go on. That has to stop. Somebody has to take an action. And I think Claudia should really go back and listen to the show and make Timothy understand something has to happen because we can't allow people to do this. Because my stay up at the spin. I push Shelton just can't just speak him because spew Newport by the Newport by about Newport Minko. No, the government, the people have spoken. So what are you trying to tell me? All the people that vote there are so stupid, so dumb, so everything that they do not know what they want. No. We have to stop that. We have to stop that. Yes, I must have to like a malted, but you know, your little last one thing there at least gave me a little restoration. Thank you, Shelton.
All right, okay. Let's go for the break now. I don't think we have any calls pending. Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. When we come back, we'll be taking more of your calls, your messages, and heading on to our closeout time of 2 o'clock.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th, on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boost your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22 next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop, Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
This is the Real Issues powered by Blue Waters with me, Shelton Daniel and Terry Fenelon. And we have a caller that we really love welcoming anytime she gets the time to give us a call. Hey there, Dr. Alison Jean, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Shelton. I am doing extremely well, Shelton. It is very good to be waking up to a new day, a day when we have reinforced our confidence in Honorable Philip J. Pierre and the St. Lucia Labour Party. So I am very elated. I think we had a successful campaign, and the people of St. Lucia have shown that their affinity is to the government and people of St. Lucia under Honorable Philip J. Pierre. But Shelton, I wanted to respond to a previous caller who I think generally expressed what maybe the average St. Lucian believes about Alan Chasney and want to see the back of him. But I don't think we should be vindictive and want to strip him of everything that rightfully supposed to be given to him. A few years ago, I think it was Honorable Dr. Kenny Anthony who created policy relating to the benefits that should accrue to former prime ministers and leaders of opposition. And so we cannot strip Alan Chasney of the benefits that he ought to enjoy. That is fair and square. No matter who he is, no matter what he was, no matter what we think about him, he deserves what is enshrined in established policy. So his security detail, whatever it is that is included in that policy, he must get it. And we must be careful about not wanting to run after him, because if the shoe was on the other foot, we would not want anybody to treat Honorable Philip J. Pierre in any derogatory way. So I just want for us to allow good sense to prevail when it comes to whatever perks that he's supposed to get, whatever is supposed to be given to him, let it be with him. The other thing too, I was really happy with the way you responded to the previous caller regarding continuing to discuss Labo. To me, whatever happens on Tim Show, let them call Tim Show. Your show, I sit down and I listen to your show. You are my choice of a show at 12:30 in the afternoon. There's a reason I choose not to listen to Timothy's show. Because I don't believe that whatever is on Timothy's show can do any benefit to me. When I listen to you, I listen to Terry, I listen to Miguel, I get something from y'all. So I don't see why they have to be bringing Tim's show onto your show.
Yeah.
I have a serious issue with that. I think we need to go positively into the future right now. To me, it's a time for us to sit down and read the Labour Party manifesto so that we can start ticking off the various projects that have been completed, just as we did the last time. And Terry has a chronicle. Terry, I want you to do a book, to create a book, because I have these things scattered too many places.
All right.
Let us chronicle, let us put this in one, capture it in one space. So that we can show that this is what we accomplished in the last 4.5 years. And now we're moving on for a new horizon. And, we can hold the government to account for what they have promised. This is the way I think we should go. Stop being vindictive and want to run after everybody. No, how could we there, yo? We tell Marcella move from there. We tell Guy Joseph move from there. We tell Bradley move from there. Dominic move from there. Tommy and all the rest. Okay? So they move from there already. The people of St. Lucia have spoken. But also remember that 32,000 people still felt that they were good.
And we have to work on them.
We have to respect that. They have their followers, they have their supporters. Let's not, seek to run after them even more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah, you're welcome. All the best to you.
Bye-bye.
All right, we continue taking your calls on 758-487-9849, 487-9849, and also on 4533-911. It seems we have someone on the landline. Good afternoon. Real Issues.
Yeah, good afternoon. Shelton and Perry. I just want to congratulate the government on its victory, and victory for all of us, actually. And you said something and some things a while ago that I totally agree with, and I really want us to move on. This back and forth on social media and the talk shows and all these things, it's like not necessary, because we have the victory, so let's do what we have to do for the country and progress in unity, go forward in unity. But I don't think that the negativity, bringing it back and, trying to be vengeful and trying to be angry, and these things are not very counterproductive, and I would like the public to really side on both sides to just stop it, because our country has to come first. So I just wanted to put that out there.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. I have to call Forward Lie, she's tried on 2 occasions to try to get to us, and I've just not been able to hear well, so we've ended up having to terminate the calls. Now, if I had her number and I could identify it, I'm trying to type in a search, but I'm just not getting it. So if anybody has the number for Forward Lie, tell me. I will make it a point to call her, because I do appreciate her calls. And one thing about her, she is very committed, very dedicated. We haven't had her on for a while. Let me just say that someone sent a message saying, Shelton, this is not about paying back Alan Chasney. This is asinine, that's a kind of strong word, asinine and the essence of vindictiveness. And that's about 2 MPs defecting so that they can, essentially corral the position of leader of the opposition and prevent Chasney. This is asinine and the essence of vindictiveness. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, who can control this process, must never appear to be vindictive. This would dent the persona of the PM. This plan must never be encouraged and pursued. And I agree with it. The people have spoken, and they have spoken that they have allowed one member of the opposition who happens to be the leader of the opposition, you understand, the former prime minister, and now he's in a position to advise the governor general on the appointment of our democracy, our constitutionality is the better for it, you know. There's never been a complete wipeout in St. Lucia of all 17 seats and so on. It has happened in St. Vincent, it has happened in Grenada, but can anyone say they're the better than we are, you know, for it and so on? So
let's only make a thing there, because we're getting that there from the head himself. He says we have to cut off this thing about both sides doing it.
Yeah.
You see, the constitution, our constitution is written for reasonable men.
Yes.
That is why, you know, we just assume that there would have been a deputy speaker.
Yes.
Because that's what reasonable men of honor and good character, you know, that's what they do. You understand? So if the people have spoken, we will, and the prime minister that's not in his nature to be vindictive.
Yes.
He will follow the wishes of the people. So to ask him to taking that deploy that nuclear option is totally anathema to who he is and what he is. So that will not happen. Both sides are not doing it. We are going to, don't forget, in our manifesto for 2025, if you look at the core values, one of the things there is that we are going to respect the law and operate within the framework of the law. We're not going to deviate from that at all.
And folks, let us
Mr. Victor
let's accept.
Pamphlet, I don't know.
Let us accept that the good Lord has blessed the Labour Party, that every time there has been a near wipeout of the other side, it has been to the ascendancy of the Labour Party. In 1997, UWP, I don't think, has ever achieved that feat of reducing the opposition to a near wipeout and so on. And on each occasion, you know, a little stump was left in the ground for the UWP. Louis George in the case of 1997, and Louis George was the man who had stood up when Cecil Lay was mentioned in the opposition and said, opposition? Yes. Where's the opposition? You know, until he found himself in that situation where he could have been told, where's the opposition? It was only him. Just a second. And in 2025...
You have to take this call, my brother. The Prime Minister.
Yeah. Okay. Good day, Honorable Prime Minister. Welcome to our program once again. Can I get more volume on your phone, please?
Yeah, hi.
Tell it.
Yes, I can hear you, but can I get more volume on your phone?
It's right there.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, doing okay, Prime Minister.
Well, I just want to thank the support that they give us, they give the party. And I want to assure you that I'm not part of any government. There's never been spoken of. That will not be spoken of. It shall not be. As I said in the cabinet, as I said in the campaign, we never sit in our cabinet and plan how to destroy people. We have nothing of that nature. The leader of the opposition is a constitutional post. He will continue, the leader of the opposition will continue to have his security detail as has been done, settled by Kenny Anthony, and will continue. He will also continue to have his office, which the leader of the opposition, the last leader of the opposition, changed from one location to another. It's going to be up to the leader of the opposition to choose his office. He'll continue to have the allowance for his staff. He'll continue to have his constituency office. With this Labour Party that I lead is not about that. We accept democracy. We've lost elections before. Now we've won. We respect the people for doing it. I will not go back into what happens in the campaign. But I can assure you that there is nothing in our DNA, in my DNA, that speaks to victimization, or that speaks to making people pay, or that speaks to threats. There is nothing in my DNA that says so, and we are moving forward. The country is in a good trajectory. We have to continue the trajectory. The elections are over. We thank the people for this overwhelming mandate. We're not going back, we're going forward. So I want to disabuse your mind from any idea of pettiness or vindictiveness. In fact, we were not so in our first, I've made the point. When we go into government in 2021, I kept the Commissioner of Police, I kept all the permanent secretaries, I kept everyone. This is not this is not our style. The Labour Party does not have a style. So regardless of all what you hear or what you heard from the opposition during the campaign, we are not going this way. We're not involved in character assassination. We're not involved in misinformation. We're not involved in these kind of things. We're going to move the country forward. We had a book of promises delivered based on what we promised. And we're going to do from today, as soon as my cabinet is sworn in, I get sworn in tomorrow, and as soon as my cabinet is sworn in next week, the men and women will get to work on fulfilling our work to the people of St. Lucia. We shall not be led down the track of argument. All that is deliberate to cause us to lose focus. We are going to continue to keep focus until the development of the country. So, but let me assure you, there is no plan, there is no discussion of stripping any leader of the opposition of anything.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. We have again been greatly honored by a call from you. We deeply appreciate that, okay?
All right.
Thank you very much. And you know, folks, what the Prime Minister has said there, it needs no addition, it needs no embellishing. But let me make a point. How is Alan Chasney and the UWP any better for the pettiness, the vindictiveness, and the mean-spiritedness that they showed? This depriving the opposition of any funds under the Constituency Development Program. I mean, that was one of the most spiteful acts that could have ever been done, you know. It was spiteful, it was vindictive, it was invidious, it was contemptuous, it was disdainful. You know, I could go on, you know, with all the adjectives and superlatives that pertain to it and so on. How did that help him? He got banged off so badly in 2021 after 5 years of doing this foolishness. Philip J. Pierre has come in and has maintained, albeit there were only two of them, but maintained the CDP allocations to he and Bradley, to Miku South and to Chozel and Saltibus. How has that redounded to them? The people have embraced them even more, to the extent that Bradley, who was the quiet, who was the secret, who was the background, you know, enabler, never standing up against those things. Where is Bradley today? Do you know Alan Chasney now is in a worse position maybe than Ralph Gonzalez is in St. Vincent? He will continue to receive the CDP funds and so on. The focus will be more sharp on him as to how he uses it and for his accounting of it, because he's also chairman of the Public Accounts Committee as leader of the opposition. He will have to give a sharper account of it. But let me tell you something else. Alan Chasney surviving the election, it would have been better if there had been a complete wipeout, you know, where UWP is concerned. You know why? If UWP had been completely vanquished and there was not one representative, maybe there are other people who might have been able to poke their head to try to see if they could reform and restructure the UWP and revive the UWP. Alan Chasney now will use his position as the lone parliamentarian, as the leader of the opposition, to make the case, plus his money, backed up by his money, that he can't be removed, that he should not be removed, and the UWP will never, while he's there, be able to breathe again. He will sit on the face of UWP, he will fart on the face of UWP, and what we have seen Chasney do, the very people who became the disgusted or the disgusting facade of the UWP, that people didn't want to see them, but Chasney alone not getting the message. You can count on it, it's the same guy Joseph, it's the same Nancy Charles, it's the same this and that and so on that he will continue to put forward, because Chasney is concerned only about one thing: total submission, total loyalty to him. He will not say, okay, this other person, even though they have been critical of me, but they have, you know, something. But just watch him. When you see people have become hidebound, have become steeped, have become cooked in a certain mode of behavior, they can come and tell you I'm a different man than I was in 2021. Watch it and see how different he will be. The very people Chasney, I'm not saying you should chase them away or have nothing to do with them. In politics, you're looking for addition, not subtraction. You're looking for numbers. So I'm not saying you should say, Nancy, go to hell, I don't want you around there. But it's the same Nancy that have been so many questions about her integrity. Is the same guy Joseph, is the same this, is the same that. Watch it. You're going to be pushing those same people even in the situation that he is right now. And I'll say something else. You see, the same way he was bigging up Goodwin Friday and the NDP in St. Vincent, I am sure he will wake up to the reality that when it comes to a solidarity that is based upon common challenge and common struggle, he will find that it is far more sensible, useful, productive, practical, pragmatic for him to work with Ralph Gonzalez, to be in touch with Ralph, for them to compare notes and stuff. I'm sure now he will find That Godwin Friday has less use for him because the real challenges and duties and burdens and obligations and commitments of being a government and being the head of government demands that he work with Philip J. Pierre and Gaston Brown and so on to achieve the OECS objectives and the CARICOM objectives. I'm sure Shasne will realize that whatever he feels about Ralph, there is a lot more at the common level, the eye level, that he has with Ralph Gonzalez now to work for him. Politics can force people into making some very strange bedfellows,
yes,
and very useful, and bring them to earth in a certain type of pragmatism. So let's just watch. Jerry, sorry about that, but
yes.
You go ahead.
But no.
I think we have a call on the line.
All right.
Yeah. Real issues. It's 2 o'clock already. Oh, Lord of mercy.
But Forward Lab, we have to apologize to Forward Lab. No, ladies and gentlemen, we did not cut off. We're not having. We will place a call to her tomorrow.
Okay.
So we apologize. We did not cut Forward Lab off. It is just that we're not having now.
Okay. Real issues powered by Blue Waters. We gotta go now, folks. The lotto will come in at any moment. On behalf of Terry Fenelon, this is Shelton Daniel for today, signing out.
Yes. The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful